Let me tell you something. You don't quit. Here. Not now. Not when it's hard. Not when it's uncomfortable. Not when it feels unfair. You quit when it's easy. You quit when nobody's watching. But you don't quit. In the fire. Because the fire is where you're forged. See, everybody wants the blessing. Everybody wants the title. Everybody wants the platform. But nobody wants the process. Nobody wants the rejection letter. Nobody wants the bank account that says insufficient funds. Nobody wants to sit in that car for 10 extra minutes because you don't feel strong enough to walk into your own house. You think you're alone. You're not special in your struggle, you're just early in your victory. That single mother working 2 jobs. She's tired, not sleepy, tired in her spirit, but she keeps going. That man who got laid off feels embarrassed, feels replaced, feels invisible. Good. Now he's hungry. That young person getting laughed at in school. Good. Because pain introduces you to your power. Listen to me carefully. You are not being buried. You are being planted. And there's a difference. When you're buried, it's over. When you're planted, you grow. But growth is dark. Growth is uncomfortable. Growth doesn't get applause. It gets dirt. See, you want clarity? Clarity comes after commitment. You want confidence? Confidence comes after you survive something you thought would break you. You don't build muscle lifting what's light. You build muscle lifting what resists you. So why are you shocked that your dream is heavy? You think purpose is supposed to feel convenient. No. Purpose costs. It costs comfort. It costs ego. It costs pride. And some days it costs tears. But quitting costs everything. Quitting guarantees one thing. You'll never meet the version of yourself that could have handled it. You're closer than you think. Most people stop at 90%. Success is usually one more call, one more audition, one more no before the yes. You don't get to decide the timing. You decide the effort. And if you're still breathing, God's not done. So cry if you have to. Pray if you have to. Sit down for a minute if you have to. But you don't quit here. Not in the middle of the storm. Not when your character's being built. Not when your children are watching how you respond. You don't quit. You rise, and one day, you look back at this exact moment, the night you almost gave up, and you'll say, that was the moment. I became who I was supposed to be. Now stand up. We're not finished.
Let me tell you something. You don't quit. Here. Not now. Not when it's hard. Not when it's uncomfortable, but you don't quit. You have to, but you don't quit here. Not in the middle of the storm. Not when your character is being built. Not when your children are watching how you respond. You don't quit.